What is your type?
So I feel like physically I don't really have a type.
Okay.
Like I've been with all different people, but like thinking about marriage, I would prefer to be with a black man now.
Okay.
Realistically.
You said now.
Because
What does that mean?
meaning like in the past I've dated everybody. Like
Okay.
my longest relationship was with a Pakistani guy.
Okay.
And I've been with black guys, like white guys, everything, but like marriage and thinking about like kids and stuff, I think I just want to like be with a black man.
Why? Why is that?
Because like explaining the culture, I realized that like it's tiring.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really tiring. And I don't want to have to wonder like if the person's actually attracted to black women. Like that was something I had ran into a lot. Like being someone's first black woman and all of that. Like I don't want to have to worry about that.
Okay. So there's a lot there. So I guess why were you worried that they're not attracted to you if they're not black?
Because like so many of the non-black guys I ran into, it was like that kind of like either like they just wanted to see what it was like to be with a black woman, or like I was the first and then after everything ended suddenly it was like, well no, I was never attracted to black women.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fair point. I mean, I would think that if someone's like pursuing you, they're like generally attracted to you.
I would think that.
So I mean, I would hope that they're not just testing it out. But I guess apparently that's what some people do.
Yeah.
Let me know down in the comments what y'all think about that. I never heard that before. But I definitely understand the background thing. It's a lot easier. But what about like not necessarily a black American, but let's just say someone from like an international person, like African or Caribbean.
That's fine with me. Yeah. I'm second generation Caribbean.
Okay.
And so I always would say like I would love if someone is like either like they came here or first generation, second generation.
Right.
Like we kind of can relate in that way. But like it's just really being black. Like I don't care if you're from America or not.
Okay.
Even though like somebody from the East Coast would be even better. Would be even better, but I don't care that much.
Okay, no, that's good. What are some green flags that you look for in a potential partner?
Number one, leadership. Like his ability to lead. He doesn't have to be like actually a leader, but just like how he moves within his friends. Like, is he a person that kind of follows behind the other friends? Does he lead in that group? Does he like speak up when things happen? Stuff like that. Vulnerability is a big green flag. Like if you're already able to be vulnerable, I feel like that's a good sign. Also like green flag, if they really have that desire to be like a husband and a father, especially the father part, because a lot of people want to be married but they might not want kids,
right?
And that's very important to me.
Okay.
And like if they've already thought about like what that means to them and what it would look like for them to be in those roles, that's important.
The leader thing is interesting. Why do you want someone that's specifically like a leader?
Well, the man is meant to lead the household, but also I'm a very strong woman, and I know that I'm meant to be a leader in terms of like my role in the kingdom. And so in order for me to submit to a man, he needs to be a stronger leader than I am.
That's interesting. I could see a world where someone isn't necessarily, they're a little bit more introverted in a public space. So they might kind of just, stay a little bit back, kind of keep to themselves, but in their home, they're a leader. So I wouldn't necessarily just rule out somebody that's a little bit more quiet or, just kind of goes with the flow. That doesn't necessarily translate over to like leading in the household, if that makes sense, or in a relationship.
Yeah.
But what are some of your red flags that you look for?
Well, number one, off the bat, is if he's not a believer. Like, and even if he is a believer, there's also levels to that. Like, being a believer but not a follower of Christ, like you're still, you know, kind of comfortable in your sin and stuff.
Yeah.
I have no time for that.
Right.
I would say also like the small things, like let's say we get to the date point, but like you don't open the door for me, you don't offer to like pay, or just little things that it's not like you have to do it, but
it's a nice gesture.
It shows, you know,
yeah.
it shows where you're at, you
Okay.
know. Like, you know, get out the car, open the door for me, let me, you know, stuff like that.
You know, the chivalry.
Chivalry, yes.
Yeah, I got you. I got what you're saying.
Chivalry is not dead.
But so you would say those things are red flags, not like a little like
maybe
it's
like
okay.
like between red and pink, like a pale red.
Okay.
A pale red.
Okay.
But it like, at least in my experience, it ends up adding up to a red flag.
Interesting.
Yeah. So now I know not to look past it. I used to not care, but now I'm like, no.
That's good. Yeah, you definitely want someone who's chivalry and is gonna treat you like a lady.
Yes.
I think that's very important. But are there any other red flags you could think of?
Someone who never like had to do things for themselves. Like, it's okay if a person still lives with their parents, but they had to have like had a job for themselves, you know, or maybe they have a car, like some type of responsibilities before being with me.
Interesting.
Because like I live on my own. I have big responsibilities.
Right.
I understand that world already. So like coming into a marriage, for example, like financially, I understand all of that. I would prefer someone who also understands
that. How do you navigate your boundaries, you know, as you're in this dating Christian phase?
Well, that's another green flag I didn't think about. If someone can openly talk about like their past and their boundaries.
Okay.
So like
their past in terms of
like if they've struggled with lust, if they've struggled with fornication, any of that stuff, so that like it's open, like, oh, this may be something that's a struggle. Also like their boundaries, like they're not afraid to just openly say their boundaries without even asking me first to see where I'm at. Like no, just say your boundaries and I can say mine.
Right.
You know.
But how would you bring up that conversation now? You'd want him, like, is it like a first date conversation?
I mean, I've had this conversation on the first.
On the first?
Yeah, like, I'm a person that I don't like small talk.
Okay.
Like, at all. Let's go deep. So, it's like, you could bring it up whenever, honestly. It don't even have to be on a date. If we're just, like, we're still texting and seeing, you could ask then, because that's an important thing. Yeah. That's a big thing.
So how did that conversation go on the first date?
It went good. Like we just talked about like our past and like anything with that, and like what we would want in a relationship, like boundaries that we would set, you know, hypothetically.
Right. And what are some of those boundaries, I guess, for you?
For me, cannot come to my house. I don't care the time of day. No one-on-one in either of our apartments.
Right.
Late night car talks. No. Like we could be on the move. Like we could drive.
Okay, what qualifies it as a late night?
After midnight.
That's really late. I would think like after after like 10 o'clock or something. I don't know.
But like, let's say we went on a date or something and we're just, you know, we're still talking after in front of the door. I get that. Yeah. But like,
just sitting in the car for hours.
Yeah, it probably isn't good. And then like, I don't know, because I also like physical touch is my number one love language. So I'm also like balancing that. But I feel like that my biggest thing is just like alone for too long in like a confined space. Yeah. That's my biggest thing.